Well, this isn't the bike that I thought I'd be riding today. In fact, it's not even the Ducati that I thought I'd be riding today. Let me explain. So my new bike arrived. I say new, it's not new, it's a long way from new. It's a 1997 bike. I will put some footage up now for you to see it. I think you'll agree it's a gorgeous looking bike. And it's a 1997 Ducati 600 Supersport. So I wasn't so naive as to think that a bike that had been off the road for 7 years and actually in a showroom as a display model would have run perfectly as soon as it came off the back of the van. But when it came off the back of the van, as you can see, it looks glorious. It's a beautiful looking bike, absolutely stunning looking bike, but it doesn't run particularly well. When I say it doesn't run very well, it will start, it will run on choke, but you take the choke off, it dies straight away. And I've figured out that the vertical cylinder is firing okay, the horizontal cylinder isn't firing at all very well. This Ducati appears to have developed cruise control, so I will have to look at that. It's just a sticky throttle grip, I'm sure. A bit of WD-40 fixes everything. Ironically, which is how I've diagnosed the fault, or diagnosed the area of fault, with the 600 SS. So when I had it running on choke, what I did was spray some WD-40 or GT85 down towards the carb area, and actually the revs picked up and it started to run properly on both cylinders. So what I think I've got is some sort of air leak on one of the carburetors, certainly the one that is feeding the horizontal cylinder, because then adding the WD-40, I think it's GT85 I actually used, it's going into that gap which is just sucking in air. So wherever the leak is, instead of sucking in air, it's sucking in a flammable liquid, and that's causing or creating the burn that it needs just to get that cylinder running. I did take the inlet manifold off and change the inlet manifold gasket just to see if it was something as simple as that. It wasn't, that didn't make any difference. So we are looking at possibly a vacuum leak somewhere, which could be easy to find, or a carburetor fault itself. Either way, it's nothing that can't be fixed with new gaskets, a good clean up and a bit of time. So fingers crossed I can get that sorted fairly quickly. Didn't quite go to plan. I thought I'd wheel it off the back of the van and my wife would see it and she'd say, oh my god, that's pure artwork, let's keep it in the living room. She didn't say that. In fact, her words were very, very different to that. So it's in the garage, you know, which is far too cold for a Ducati. If it's cold out there for you, it's cold out there for them, and they should be kept inside. Because as we know, a Ducati is not just for Christmas, it's for all the time, right up until the first Desmo service. So as we cruise past Bristol Airport, it is currently New Year's Eve, and if all goes to plan, I intend getting this video out tomorrow, which would be New Year's Day. So Happy New Year to you. I hope you had a very enjoyable and safe Christmas and New Year period, or whatever denomination of religion you celebrate at this time of year. So if you've ever come across an issue like that before and you've had one of these 600 Ducatis, I know the Monster is the same setup from the same era, and I can't imagine for 1 minute that it's a one-off problem that I've come across and no one's ever sort of had this happen to them before. But if you have come across it and you fixed it, let me know. That'll be a massive amount of help to me. Alternatively, I may well see you soon on the Ducati 600 SS if I get it sorted in time. But have a great new year, stay safe, make 2025 the safest and most fun year you've ever had, whether that's on a motorbike or not, and I will very much catch you on the flip side.